What's going on, NBA fans? Welcome to the NBA Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and I wanted to cook up a fun show for you guys today as I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 MVP candidates heading into the 2024-25 NBA season. But before I give you guys my thoughts, I want to get you guys involved early on today's show. You guys let me know. Name that player. Who will win MVP next season? You guys can get bold. You guys can go with a favorite. But you guys got to drop me a name down below and let me know who you think will win MVP. Now, I looked at FanDuel Sportsbook and just taking a look at their odds as it shakes out right now. They have Nikola Jokic as the overwhelming favorite, and I think that's a little ludicrous, and I'll explain my thoughts why. Nothing about Jokic. I think he's the best player in the world, but I'll explain my thoughts there. Then they have Luka coming in at second, SGA third, fourth Embiid, and then fifth Giannis. But if you guys see these odds, there is not a lot there's not a big gap between each of them. So it's going to be a tight race this upcoming year for the MVP. But I do want to address 3 players who I do not have on my list. And I know you guys may be saying, how could you possibly have 3 of the top 5 players in the world not on your MVP list? Well, I think Jokic, him winning 3 MVPs, already in his career, I think voter fatigue is a real thing. Even if he goes out there, I necessarily think Jokic, to win an MVP award this upcoming season, would have to average a 30-point triple-double, and then also the Nuggets would have to be the 1 seed in the Western Conference, and I just don't necessarily see that happening. On the Giannis front, Giannis last season averaged damn near 32, 13, and 6. He didn't even get the award, mainly because the Bucks weren't that successful. So I can't see, Giannis taking home that award. I didn't have Embiid on my list either. However, I will say he would be 6. He was a tough one to leave out, but I just think there are 5 guys that are more likely to win this award, and I think the overwhelming favorite should be Luka Doncic. Now, I think Luka is a tremendous basketball player. We know this, and we can look at his stats right now. I mean, they look like video game my career numbers that Luka's putting up. I mean, even this past season, him averaging 34 points per game, 9.8 assists, 9.2 rebounds, and incredibly efficient as well from the field. But how could Luka win the MVP award? Well, I think he's going to need to be the leading scorer in the NBA, which he very well could be. That's easy for Luka. He's a walking bucket, can do it in every single way on the basketball court. But also, I think the Mavs would have to win 55-plus games, probably be a top 3 seed in the Western Conference, which they necessarily haven't done so far with Luka on this team. But also, I think he's going to need to almost average a triple-double. I think it would be a situation where Luka goes out, averages 33, 9, and 9, very similar to what he did last year, but just land a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. So if I had to place my bet right now, I think Luka's even going to be on a revenge tour following the finals loss to the Boston Celtics. So I got Luka as my MVP favorite. But number 2 for me, I'm going to go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, SGA, I have really changed my tune on him after watching this playoff run. I thought he was a very good player. Top 10 player in the world, no doubt about it. But I think he is undisputed the 4th best player in the world right now. I would probably rank it Jokic, Luka, Giannis, and then SGA 4th, and he just puts up video game numbers as well. And the modern day NBA, definitely favors offense, and I think it's reflected in the stats. But I think the Thunder are going to be the number 1 seed in the Western Conference yet again this upcoming season. And I'm honestly shocked SGA didn't get more love for the MVP this past year, as he is a young, up-and-coming player. I think he, if it's not Luka, I think it's going to be him taking home this award. So that I got SGA number 2 overall in my MVP rankings. But let's kick into Anthony Edwards now. I got him coming in at number 3, and I understand Ant has never put up MVP-esque numbers in his career. Like the stats you see on screen right now, if he averages those, he will not win MVP. But I could see Ant up in his points per game total to maybe 29, 28 points per game. Maybe he ups his playmaking ability, and he's averaging around 7, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. And the kicker with Ant here is he is an unreal defender, one of the best point-of-attack guys we have in the NBA. We saw what he did to Jamal Murray in that Nuggets series, putting him in a chamber. And plus, last year, he was 22 years old. If he takes that next step, like we're all anticipating him to do, he's going to be a front runner for this award. And, another big reason why I think he's number 3 for me, I think the NBA would love this. I think clearly they want an American-born player to be the next face of the NBA. That is Anthony Edwards. He plays with swag. He plays with confidence. He is a walking highlight reel. I'm sure if the NBA had to, hand the award to somebody before the season even started, I bet you it would be Anthony Edwards. So I got him coming in at number 3. Well, let's talk about number 4 now, and I actually do have Jayson Tatum on this list. Now, I think Tatum's in an interesting spot because he could have very well been a front runner for this award last year, but I think people questioned, just his impact he had on the Boston Celtics. But I will say this. I think the Celtics winning the championship helps Jayson Tatum's MVP argument because he could say, let's just say he goes out there, averages 29, 7-7, and he's just an absolute dog again out there on the basketball court. What else? Because, the biggest question mark with the Celtics was, are they a true championship contender? Are they just a great regular season team? Well, he silenced those doubters in his past playoff run. So I think the Celtics winning the championship, fully put Tatum on the track to win another MVP. And if he averages, let's just say what he did in the 2022 season, I could very well see Tatum taking home this award. Now, again, the kicker with Tatum is going to be the Celtics would have to be the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. But let's just say they go out there, win 60-plus games yet again, and he averages 28, 5, and 8, and he's efficient from the field and from beyond the arc, and he's also one of the best wing defenders in the NBA. He could have a great argument to win this award this upcoming season. Now, let's kick it to a dark horse, I would say. And not a lot of people would probably have Jalen Brunson on this list. But coming in at number 5, I do have Jalen Brunson. And, I think Brunson really proved himself this past season, especially in that playoff run, with all the injuries the Knicks had, and he just put that team on his back. He was a walking 40-point game. And, I think the best case for Brunson would be if the Knicks get the first seed, he will win this award. He will be the leading scorer. He will be the leading assist getter. And let's just say he goes out and averages 29 points, 7 assists, and the Knicks win 60 games. And, the Nova Knicks shocked the NBA this upcoming season. I think Brunson would have a great argument for this award. And, we saw him last year. Just look at how much better he has gotten each and every year. This was a dude who was averaging only 12 points a game just 4 seasons ago. Upped it to 16. Then he upped it to 24, and then this past season, he was damn near a 30-point-a-game guy in the regular season. I think he is going to really shock the NBA this upcoming season, and, I'm a big fan of Brunson. I've always been, and, I think he's 5th right now in my MVP rankings. But I do want to ask you guys this little random question to end today's show. You guys let me know, who is your favorite player to watch in the NBA? Drop their name down in the comment section. For me personally, I love the prime Westbrook. I love the prime Curry. But right now, I probably have to go Anthony Edwards. He is just a walking highlight reel anytime he steps on the court. Also, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed here to Chat Sports. We'll keep you posted on any of the latest NBA rumors we get leading up to the season. So hit that subscribe button, lock us in, and we will see you guys next time.